we will face 3 important transits in January 2020. The first one happened on January 9, the benefic Jupiter, the planet of expansion and goodness and love of humanity. Jupiter is in Sagittarius, and he will be conjunct or side by side with Ketu. And we say Ketu represent moksha or enlightenment. So both planets together can bring a great evolution on a spiritual level. But also it helps to find the truth or fight for the truth. But again, maybe my truth and your truth, maybe they're all different. Who knows? So in that fighting for the truth, we need to keep reminding ourselves that we have to be loving and keep a humanitarian aspect. It's so interesting because the world these days is on a real duality. Michelle Obama has been voted for the most admired woman. But for men, Mr. Trump and Mr. Obama were voted equally. So the duality is there. What's the truth of one could be different from the truth of the other. But what we need to remember in fighting for the truth is to make sure that we don't become angry, we don't become too obsessed or too mad, we don't become judgmental or have all this malice or strategy to fight for the truth, because then we miss the point. And the point of Jupiter and Sag is to be loving. It's to have an harmony, like Gandhi did. I mean, he fought the war with the British with the non-violence. How did he do such a thing? So he kept loving in his heart, because again, we don't want to make our heart become hard. No, that's not the idea. The idea is to keep loving our ideology or ideal and loving our brothers or sister or neighbor. Now, the second transit is Saturn will change on January 13. Saturn, after being 3 years in the fiery sign of Sagittarius, now Saturn will go into his own sign, Capricorn, for almost 3 more years. Now, Saturn in Capricorn is very happy, and Saturn brings structure and want to restructure, and will bring also some test of discipline and maturity. We say Saturn is our best friend or best teacher. Oh yeah, and wherever it's going to go into your chart, for sure, expect some change or restructuration in that aspect. Because Saturn don't just bring outside event. He wants to make us deal with our own self all the time. Example, if let's say I'm insecure and somebody show up and that person make me insecure, it's not the fault of that person. It's me dealing with my own insecurity that I have to change now. And Saturn will bring aspect like that wherever he's gonna go, because Saturn in Capricorn is very strong. It's on his own sign, it's on an earth aspect, and want to bring again like a strategy and a structure and kind of a rigidity, because that's his nature. Don't forget, it's like the little goat going to the top of the mountain. That's his job, and he take it very seriously. So Saturn is our best friend to make some change inside us. Then on January 15, another big shift. Now that's Pluto. Pluto will change. He was also in Sagittarius, and he will go into Capricorn. And after 14 years, so what happened into your life around 2005 or 6, check, because now you will see a brand new change is happening. And Pluto will be in Capricorn for the next 18 years. So this is big. And Pluto, we see it as the Lord Shiva. He is strong. He's the destroyer. He blow up everything. He change all the structure. Now imagine, Pluto and Saturn will be together. So one want to hold on new structure, and the other one want to change everything or blow up everything. So Pluto say, hey, whatever you have in you, any old groove of sadness or insecurity or doubt or rejection, get it off you. You don't need to. You don't want to bring that with you for the next new decade. No, this is a time of huge cleanup. So in a way, these three major big shifts we're going to have in January, we need to be ready. That's why it is so important to do meditation, because it helps us to be calm and to be more solid and strong with all these big shifts happening. And again, also, that's why with palmistry, I love it, because we see, like Pluto, Saturn, we will check how is your line of destiny doing. Do you have one? And do you put all your heart, all your mind, all your life in it? Do you put your passion in it? But then I will have clients telling me, but Guylaine, I don't know what's my passion. You know what? The line of destiny is an excuse. It doesn't matter what the job you're doing. What matters is how you're doing it, is the love you put inside. Like I have a client, and his job is to wash window. But he's so happy washing the window because he's putting his daughter to school, to university, and he's so happy. So Pluto, Saturn, all of them want us to be happy inside us. So if we're not happy here, guess what? I don't think it's in the astral that we'll be happy. So we have to learn to be happy with whatever we have, or whatever we're losing, or whatever is changing into our life. So if you want that we help you with those big transit, come and see us. The Birla Center is devoted for all those years to give us the insight that you need into your hand, into your chart. We're there for your service. Have a great month, 2020, January.